All right, getting the stream back up and running again as quick as possible. But what a wonderful time for Windows updates. We're gonna take a moment to get it reconnected and everything here.
Fuck tons of ammo crates and stuff.
Hello. Yeah, I found them all after the fight too.
Perfect time to join back into the chat and just get just blasted in the ears with an F-bomb.
Fuck tons.
Fuck tons. Oh, I think that was a Windows update. I think that's what happened there.
Jackass update.
Yep. So we're just getting everything up and running again. Boom, put on my glasses. There we go. It looks like it's actually reading Discord this time. Sweet. I didn't have to do this stupid trick from before. Oh my god, Kitty, I am so proud of you. Oh, I am so happy. Got her this oh, of course, as soon as I get my phone to take a photo, you stop. Yeah, I know. So we got her a cardboard scratching post.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hi. Yeah? You just gonna sit there or are you gonna come over? No? Okay. Cool. All good. It's not like I need love to or anything. I don't. So it's basically like the corrugated cardboard, but it's vertical by like 2.5 feet and leans up against a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And she was not really sure what to make of it at first. And she finally figured out, oh, hey, it's the cardboard thing that I like scratching cardboard. First time I actually saw her do it. And then as soon as I start praising her, she's like, I don't know what I did, but it made you happy, so I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing. Because you know cats.
Cats just be like that sometimes.
Yep.
Or a lot of the times.
All right, and I'm going to... Can I find the other video that I wanted to link? Which I'm not finding, and it would not surprise me if it's been taken down. A lot of content creators removed their content when they were ready to move on from the fandom. Oh, are we having bitrate issues now? No. Why are you red? It's a little unstable, but it's working. Okay. Let's get this going again. Since I see people are actually here, hi. If you were in the last one, we had a Windows update right in the middle of the stream. Wonderful. Just wonderful. So, I just paused, saved the game in case it was going to not work. Restart the stream. We'll splice it together after when we move it to YouTube or whatever. Or it'll be a breakpoint because I actually will want to do that for streams. My mic is coming through. The game is coming through, kind of quiet, but it's coming through. And I believe I already checked Discord, right? One of you mind saying hi real quick?
Hello.
Hello.
Perfect. Okay, good enough. So I think I have a local copy of that video somewhere, but it's probably buried um within the dozen hard drive uh storage mistake of my life.
Um, I think if nothing else, yeah, you can always just grab the VOD from Twitch.
Oh no, I mean you were talking about that I think I can eat this video. I was
Oh,
going to
yeah, no. I just put that in Discord chat.
um I was going to find the one that was a
Oh,
fan animation
got it.
and I am not seeing it come up. Which is a shame because it was pretty funny. But most of it was banking on the original, the comedy from the original, which, you know, that's all good. It's maybe I don't know if it I felt like it added a bit to it with the extra animation, but most of it was the original funny bit that made it funny. Anyway, Temple of Time. We've done it. We have solved the mystery. We have solved the
Yeah.
puzzle of get to the
Yeah.
Temple of Time.
Yeah, you already cleared the Temple of Time for a Windows update. Now on to the other Temple of Time.
Too soon.
Oh,
Too soon.
kidding.
That door will open only to those
turns out you
with
need to
sufficient
do
power.
another Windows update.
I'm sorry. I did not intend to startle you.
It's telling you that your
It was
Windows
I that
PC
spoke to you earlier. That
doesn't have
arm
the security
originally
updates for
belonged to
Windows
me.
11.
I am Raru.
But
That's
Don't worry,
all
it's
I
actually-
am. Is that all he is to you? Is your
For appearing
my
to you in
arm?
this manner. Unfortunately,
Okay.
I
More
no
like arm
longer
candy,
have
am I right?
physical
Heyo.
I am a
In
member
any
of a
case,
Discord that
arm should allow
definitely
you to open this door.
definitely was of that
Seem to have
opinion.
lost the power to do so.
That wasn't the focus of the Discord, but they had a
You
channel
might be
for
able
it.
to restore it, but you would need to enter a place filled with sacred light. Ah, of course. Why not visit the shrines on this island?
Yeah, look, listen. Oh, wait till he's done talking.
Oh, I think we're
Shrines.
past the
Yes, I'm
point
sure
of
they are the key.
if people wanted to watch this to wanted to watch and get this story and understanding and lore from this game. It's definitely fallen off of everyone's
Yeah.
stream
Well-
meta at this point.
Well, I was gonna say more so for your sake, since you're relatively unspoiled as far as the game's plot goes. I think.
Fair
anyway.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, no, like fucking. I am. You couldn't convince me to the contrary that a big reason for this game's massive financial success isn't because Nintendo flooded it with thirst traps of every variety.
Built to
There is
tweet this
something
game.
for, yeah, there is something for everyone in this game. Absolutely everyone.
Built to tweet. I like that. Or built to fan art to fawn over.
Yep.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Like even like furry or no, like he's got a look to him. He's got a body on him.
Even the
Like-
first game had Urbosa and Mifa.
Yes.
Sidon.
Oh god, did it have Sidon?
The first time you said that, I registered that as Psyduck, and I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, one of these things is not like the others.
Oh, hey, it's Idris Elba.
Sidon is he the Zora Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a lot of attention too. Oh my god, does he get a lot of attention? It is like I don't know. Oh no, you don't. Now you do. It is kind of impressive to me how much just it being a part of Zelda made people more okay with that kind of art of not human characters. I threw it too short.
All roads lead to furry.
Yeah. You know, it's so okay. So here, so this is a take, and I'll let you hold the thermometer. But like, I would say like while a lot of the fan art for this game featuring, you know, the characters in question, there is furry fan art of those characters, and there is non-furry fan art of those characters.
Oh, there's absolutely a difference. You're correct.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to quantify it, but it exists.
It's very much one of those if you know kind of things, you know?
Yeah.
Or you know when you see it, rather.
I'm inclined to agree, but I don't think I could vocalize what the difference is. And it is one
the proportions, the looks on their faces. I don't know, man.
I'll have to.
It's there.
I'm gonna have to ponder that one for a bit. But I think you're right. And that kind of sounds like something that plays into. I was commenting on this before of like a sort of joke where it seems like furry art has a particular style. Like it's almost as if it was all made by a single artist. And I know that's not true, but it is. You're right that there is like a style to it that is noticeable when you see it.
I'm sure there's an element of like which, because like most furry qualifying characters are still humanoid. They're like recognizably human aspected, and it's like which side of it you lean on when you're rendering them. Are you emphasizing the animal aspects, or are you making them look more like a human that has that aspect?
Yeah, you know, I think honestly the best I think the best way to sort of like convey this difference between art of anthro characters and furry art is to like compare, say, a Japanese anime from Western anime, you know, Sailor Moon to Avatar, right? Like both, and for the, I don't care what your opinion on this is, just for the sake of not you guys, whoever's listening to the chat. For the sake of this, I'm going to call them both anime, but like there is a difference between anime that is done by Western animators and anime that is done by Japanese animators, or, you know, comic artists or whatever. Like there's just a look. They have a lot of the same visual tropes, but there's something about them that makes them different.
So this might just be my level of exposure to Western style anime, but that's another one where like most of it feels like it is from the same artist or same studio or developer. Like it is that consistent.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely like a shared cultural basis that they're all working from.
Yeah, it's that like Avatar Korra Aang kind of look. They also tend to have a similar type of humor about them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is more of a. I think it's just a cultural thing. Um, like, and it's based so much on like how uh basically the broader foundations of Japanese cultural media versus Western cultural media, broadly speaking, right? Like, all for instance, all the references to like, traditional Japanese theater and anime, you're not gonna like, a lot of like I'm speaking a bit out my ass here, but this is just from inferring. But like I think a lot of anime's general style like takes you know bits from that style of theater in varying degrees depending on anime to anime. But like it is there, whereas that like with Western anime, that's going to be almost entirely absent 100 or like 99.9% of the time, unless someone's making a very deliberate choice in that regard.
Yeah, and that makes sense. It's just like local culture and custom. Like,
Yeah.
are Western audiences going to know what a kabuki theater is? Probably not. Are they going to be um are they going to be more knowledgeable about like Western history or Eastern history? Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory there. But yeah, like you're right that like a lot of those differences are there, but I feel like a lot of it um, is more on the point of like
Ah.
the brand of humor.
Hmm.
Um, like I think Western is much more apt to have those like biting the like playful biting remarks, almost like sibling rivalry kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, Snark. Yeah.
Yeah. Snark is something that I don't think you see much uh in anime. It's something I'd like to see more of. But usually like the insult humor is more like actually trying to like put somebody down. Ultra hand. Oh yeah. I got the super glue hand.
Yeah. I think
Mm.
and even when there is when oh,
Oh, he's just teaching me mechanics.
okay.
You good?
Yeah, even when there is when that kind of like snarky, I might even say mean kind of humor exists in Japanese anime. I feel like it exists in a fundamentally very different way. Like Pantheon stalking would be like my go-to in terms of having like mean or like crass humor. Like, they the two main characters there, they bicker with each other, they fight a lot, they put each other down in like kind of like really funny and petty ways. Um, but like,
I'm sorry that you completed the puzzle sound for you
oh yeah,
crossed a gap. Anyway, continue.
yeah, like I don't know. something about the style of delivery is still very different, even though the text of it of that humor is still very much the same as something like what you'd find in South Park, right?
Yeah, that one I would say is like one of the most Western style insult humor, and yet it does still have its own flavor to it. You're right. All right, this actually. Oh, I can glue you.
Oh my.
All right, now can I? How do I like rotate? I'm gonna have to like knock you against things to rotate you, aren't I?
No, you can rotate it. You see the hold R there?
Oh.
Controls are on the bottom of the screen.
Ah, crap. That was the wrong R, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, up, rotate. There we go. Go up higher. Oh, it's in stages. I see. Okay. So we're gonna unattach those. There we go. I am smart. With my Gorilla Glue hand. Give me that. Give me that. I see that. You can't keep your treasure from me. I am the first pillager. All right, I see the dungeon ball and chains. I like it. I see you telling me to hook things to things. I see the... Okay. I see the solution ahead. Couldn't let me just figure that one out, could ya?
Gotta make sure noobs get through here. This one's not optional.
Oh. That was a pretty good balance. Very good balance.
Yeah, I can kind of I can definitely understand making this one optional, you know, given that this is explaining the most fundamental concept that this game is going to have you use throughout its many dozen-hour playthrough.
Okay, I'm legitimately impressed by the stability of that. Okay. Rotate. No, don't stick. Drop. Here we go. Rotate. Oh, sure wish I could see what I was doing. Okay. Here we go. And jump. I'm not sure what is motivating that to move forward, but Hey, it works. I have solved your shrine puzzle. See, like, he looks like he's wearing a mask in that, but that's just his face.
Yeah.
It sounded ruder than I meant it for it to be.
And it doesn't help that the Sheikah hats from the last game are definitely modeled after his head.
Quick, grab my ball. A little bit of the darkness has left you, Link. And now we shall go away into our stone bedroom. Link, it's time to get the fuck out. Take the hint. Okay, so that was definitely a Hylian and Raru. Is that your name?
Ah,
Rauru.
Raru.
Rauru.
Couldn't have made a name. Oh no, wait, no, it's L's that sound like R's for Japanese individuals, not the other way around, right?
No,
Yeah.
other way around.
It is the other way around?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, other way.
R's
They're rendered with R's, but depending on which dialect you're using, it can sound exactly like an L.
Okay.
It's
So I remember
technically it's its own sound that's kind of in between, but usually R's are what we've used.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, you couldn't have picked a name that was more difficult for a Japanese audience to, like, say, but then I remember that Lululemon exists, and it exists specifically to make it difficult for Asian people to pronounce, because that person was an asshole.
And the Lalilulelo.
And the Lalilulelo.
And that one was made up by a Japanese guy.
That's true.
hmm.
You may want to make the shrines... Mark the shrine... Okay. The Pura Pad. The Pura Pad sounds like you describing your feet pads, Mr. Furry.
Or, toiletries.
I hadn't thought of that, but now I am. Okay, so I need to find other shrines. There's a shrine right there.
Boom.
Boom. Get ion cannoned. Nobody's gonna get that reference.
Hammer of
No.
Dawn.
Nobody watching this. Okay, Hammer of Dawn is more timely. Is that another one over there? No, that's that orb that I've been staring at and wishing to approach and ponder.
Must ponder the orb.
Okay. I see a ship. Okay, there should be some more. Also, I can definitely get... Where was it? Was it over there that I was... There was a spot that I saw that was very much... Okay, do this after you get the shrine. Somewhere behind me. I'll go look in a moment. I'll figure it out. Other shrines. There's one. Boom! No, ion cannon. I was thinking like Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if that was Red Alert or if that was like the original Command and Conquer. Old is what it was.
Let's see. What
Back
else I thought about that?
back when I actually played RTS games, because I didn't think I was trash at them.
Looks like it was in the original. As well as Tiberian Sun, 3, 4, and Rivals.
I never even played Rivals.
Me either.
Okay, so there's a hook thing to get over there. I really hope I don't have to like assemble something every time I try and move in certain directions.
Rivals was a mobile game.
Oh.
Red.
All right, living in the clouds to where like you are at cloud level. Cool. Except for the part where like I'm trying to look around.
Visibility's a little difficult.
Visibility a little difficult when you're inside of a cloud.
I'll
Okay,
say this: you will be assembling things constantly.
Okay. I like that is cool, but I also hope it's not like every single time I want to go from there to there, I have to put the frickin' hook thing together. Or I hope that my dexterity with this improves greatly over time.
It will. It definitely will.
Yes, to
And
all.
there will be provisions. I'll put it that way.
God.
The
That
system will develop.
okay.
I'll be right back.
I only see the 2 shrines.
I think there's 3 or 4 here. They'll all have that little squiggly over them. Looks like you've got 3 down already.
No, that was the mistake.
Oh.
How do I can probably
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
remove it.
map. That was I tried to take a photo and I accidentally blinded myself. That looks oh, that's the Temple of Time. No, this is the Temple of Time. What is this?
No,
Is that
you're
where
near the temple right now.
Is that where I came from?
I think so.
Okay. That is not like defined on the map. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to rely on that. Orb.
Oh, I thought I saw one. Maybe a little behind. You might have seen it already.
This one?
Oh, you already had it marked. It just didn't show it until you brought the scope up.
Kind of wish there was a zoom. It's like this is like a 10x.
Yeah.
Kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty.
Was too much at times. But man, they made sure the game could render that, so they're going to show it to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I thought I fell. All right. God hand. Not big enough. Glue. Come over here. Boom. I'm assuming I can't move that while I'm on it, right?
Generally, no.
Okay. No self-levitation. Apples! Yeah! We're eating every apple in the Garden of Eden. We're gonna be the smartest, most knowledgeable. Okay, you know what's really dangerous about playing Breath of the Wild yesterday and then playing this today? The instinct to just jump off and paraglide over. I
Yeah,
would
that got me a
fall.
couple times.
I would fall to my death very quickly. Link, I am surprised that you haven't had a single thought in your head of, how the fuck am I here? Where am I? Rauru.
Oh, Rue, fight the power.
Do they have souls? Do they have emotions? Or are they machines? Or both? If there's reason for discontent, yeah, we got wood. That kind of implies that they have reason to be reason to mourn this. I'm gonna take all your wood, bro. Are you here for wood cutting too? Yeah, sure. I see what you attempt to teach me. But can I be dumb and ignore it? It looks like it would get me in trouble. Damn. Wait. Axe. Yeet! Wait, what was that? Amiibo? Oh. I have some amiibos.
I could stuff with amiibos.
I could go take a look. Okay,
It's not
rotate.
as lucrative as it was in Breath of the Wild, but it is there.
Okay, we're gonna need 2 logs. Your wood is insufficient. Do 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 do. Getting that mail extension. There we go. Hello, box. Can I climb you? I can climb you. Not that one. All right, danger time. Rotate. Okay, does not work.
I don't think it'll let you move something you're standing on.
Oh. Will you just stay there? Impressive. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your soul. Cannot wait to improve my stamina. So these things just stay floating in space forever, huh?
Yep.
That's
They
pretty
just
cool.
chill.
That's pretty cool.
Fo, did you really live with one little bit of health? Jackass.
Oh, don't worry. I figured out how to crouch on accident several times already. Gravity take me. Whoa. The gong makes me worry. I'm 19. They're going to take me and dispose of me. Was that the age? Gong rings, your crystal glows up. It's time for you to go.
Logan's Run?
Logan's Run, yeah.
I think it was like 25 or something.
Oh, 25? Okay, it was... Huh?
25
Oh,
or
shit!
30.
Okay, I made it. I made it. It's more than older than I remembered.
Been a little bit since I watched that movie.
I honestly have never seen it. Just social,
Yeah.
social
checking it out.
bleed. That's one I should add to my list. Logan's Run. Okay, come here.
Well, it'll show its age.
I can imagine. Well, no, I always liked the sci-fi social commentary
Yeah.
media.
That era had a very particular aesthetic too.
Yo,
Yep.
Hey.
streaming again.
Yep. Why can't I
Seems
grab
to
this?
stabilize.
Kingdom Fry yet?
What was that?
No. How you liking the game so far?
It's interesting. I like it. Oh, I didn't mean to attach you. No, get back here, balloon!
It's gone. Forever.
My balloon! I lost my balloon. Yeah, I always like those, like the Harrison Bergerons and the 1984s and
Mm-hmm.
Fahrenheit 451, and they all got something to say. Don't necessarily agree with every one of them, but
Yeah.
We talking about books?
books and movies and just like social commentary sci-fi and dystopias and whatnot.
I like Star Trek, who has a lot to say about commentary, but I've found that I actually tend to enjoy books that have like zero fucking commentary for some reason. They're like intellectually void. It's
All those have their place too.
I junk food books.
I was just bringing it up because there's this gong that seems to go off every once in a while in the game. I don't know what it is, and it just makes me think of like the Logan's Run call.
Ah,
The time bell.
Sounds important.
hmm.
Speaking of that thing, there he is telling me about the thing. Please pay attention to the thing.
Do not touch the thing.
All right, this time. Gotcha. Oh yeah, first bit of meat.
Back on the menu, boys.
So, quick conversation hijack. Sorry. But, you know what I liked that they did, but wish they did more of in Cyberpunk, Mike?
Hmm.
Putting, like, pseudo-mystical stuff in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they, like, walked right up to the line of, like, having fun with that, and then just, like, got scared and stopped doing it.
Yeah, you get
This is
some
like-
of it with that monk quest, and then some of the net running stuff.
Well, yeah, there's also that.
Walks up to it.
There's the finding the tarot cards.
Mhm.
There's the one cyber psycho that's like they summoned they make it look like they summoned a demon or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have done more.
I feel like but they never like I don't know. I feel like they got right up to the line of like making it part of like the world, but never really had it have any real impact.
Yeah. I was a fool and started a story quest a bit ago, and I had to keep pausing.
Oh no.
But I got through it. Back to doing old gigs, because I don't have to pay attention.
Dude, right? Like I get annoyed every time I'm like running into a wall. I'm like, fine. Do a fucking story quest.
Especially the Phantom Liberty ones, I want to do those when I can give them my full attention.
Quick pause break for cat jumping in lap.
Is it cat cam time?
No. Every time I like adjust the camera to wherever she is, she doesn't know what it is, but she knows that she doesn't want to be involved in whatever it is. So I think she can tell that I'm aiming it at her, and she's like, I don't like that, and she moves and leaves. But it is about time for you to be fed, isn't it, Cat?
This late?
Well, this late means that I waited too long to feed her.
Oh,
So I'm gonna do a
surprised you
quick
still have a face.
yeah. I'm gonna do a quick away screen while I get food for her. Be right back, everybody.
Nice.
Did
Got
you
it
actually
down.
put an away screen? Because I didn't see one.
Yeah, I saw it.
I only saw pause menu the entire time.
Oh, weird. I saw the stream starting thing with a BRB and text over it.
That is weird. Huh.
I have to refresh it once in a while, though. It gets stuck.
I'm
I mean,
back.
he's moving around right now.
Yep. Welcome back.
Wow. I have no idea.
Twitch is twitchy.
I don't even understand how that would work.
I don't either.
No, it didn't look like it was frozen. He was like moving, like doing his idle stuff. Maybe. Guess I don't know. I'm just gonna chalk it up to maybe it worked fine and I lost attention or something.
Caesar got better boxing, but I'm so strong I only had to hit it 3 times. Oh yeah.
You know, given it some thought, I kind of don't think I like parry mechanics. Like, I don't hate them, but I don't find myself like anytime like there's a game with parry mechanics in them, unless it's like central to the game's combat, I don't find myself using them or making builds around them, you know?
Yeah, I don't care for him either. I'd always rather dodge than parry.
So I'm the same way. I tend to dodge rather than parry, but like once I force myself into them or to get good at the parrying, I usually feel like a god. You know what I mean?
And they're usually really strong. That's the catch, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm like it's strictly like a taste thing. I'm not I think there's definitely a place for them in games. Like I wouldn't never I don't know that I'd go so far as to say like, oh, they're dog shit or whatever, but like yeah, it's like I don't know, like I rarely feel like um
I'm not gonna go that far. I would say my complaint with them is when there's a parry mechanic and there's like literally and moves exist that can't be parried and there's literally no way of knowing which are which. That bugs
yeah.
me. Like I mean like a lot of Dark Souls, like things you can parry that you don't think you should be able to parry, like the entire last boss, right? But then like, okay, but can I parry then the Tauros demon attack? No, of course not. It's too big. But how does that make sense? But then some of the other shit you parry makes sense. I don't know.
yeah,
That's my complaint.
like I do kind of feel you there a little bit because like I think I on the one hand like yeah I think it's paramount that you make it very abundantly clear that you're consistent with whatever language, whatever visual language you use to telegraph what can be parried and what can't, right? But on the other hand, like at least in the case for Dark Souls with Gwyn, I think it's for me. I think it's the fact that he is like a human-sized enemy, and I think that's kind of like that's not an unreasonable tell compared to like say the Taurus demon. However, I also recognize that even within that dichotomy, it's not entirely consistent, you know, because like a lot of the human enemies that you fight in the game that are bosses are also like 12 feet tall, you know, like Gwyn is like I think twice your height, right?
Right.
Like,
but then like you can't parry Ornstein, who's the same fucking size.
yeah, that's a perfect counterexample, actually.
You know, like why not? Because he has a spear. What? That doesn't. What? Well, there's lightning on it. Don't be silly.
You didn't watch Troy, did you?
Now it would be now actually here's the thing. It would be cool if you could parry him in his normal form, but when he gets big, you can no longer parry him. That would be cool. That would be a way. That would be a way of making that rule or that size rule feel a little bit more consistent, right?
I just think that if you have a parry mechanic, attacks that can't be parried, there should be indications that like this is an unparryable account. Like some games do, like someone will start to swing and then like there'll be like a red glow around the weapon. And, like, okay, that can't be parried, and that needs to block, that sort of thing.
Yeah, some games do that.
Yeah, I can't think of the example, but like that's actually from a fucking I think
Soul Calibur does that. I was actually thinking exactly of Soul Calibur, and you said that
Jedi
because
Fallen Order does it too.
Because like
if you can't parry it, they'll turn red. You better get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Before that, not to stay on this for too long. But yeah, like Soul Calibur is probably the it's the first game that I remember like having indications of like whether something's blockable or not. And then that is also a game that had parries too. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. TLDR. I don't know. I am lukewarm on parries as a mechanic personally.
Why not stay on this for a long time? We're talking about other things more important.
I just want to make sure I'm not like dominating the conversations. Hell yeah, Kakan.
Just leaving.
She is looking hella good though. Cleaning herself and shit. Oh.
Yeah, they exist. They're all over the place.
Just to carry this guy's body and I can't fucking find him.
I think
Hero.
the rules aren't meant to be consistent between games.
You could connect it to him growing up in Kokiri Forest in Ocarina. And he just retained that across lives or something, or they chose to appear to the hero of time because they knew him before.
Or he's just, you know, an incarnation of a god.
You know,
That. Whatever happened to the race of little elves that live in Kokiri Forest? They just fucking offed them.
they turned into the Koroks. It's literally them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? They just straight up turned into them?
I wasn't making that up.
Oh,
That's
I thought
them.
you meant you turned into them like they were replaced. No, that's them.
Yeah, the evolution across the spans of time.
How come they're the only species? Well, I guess that's not true. The Zoro evolved too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Zoras also diverged into the Rito.
Yeah, and then actually, it makes me wonder, like, well, Tears of the Kingdom takes like, or I guess the Breath of the Wild more specifically, just going on that, like that takes, is that would be would it be the earliest or the latest game in the timeline?
Breath of the Wild.
The latest.
Second latest.
It's
Well,
some
Tears of the-
indeterminable, super far future.
Yeah, because we got we got the Rito and the Zora living together.
Wait. We do?
Yeah, in Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Wait, what's the Zora? Wait, where's the Rito?
The Zora.
I'm lost. Wait.
Yeah,
What?
you got bird people and you got fish people.
Oh, that's right. The bird people are called the Rito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they.
Princess Ruto is a Zora, but the
yeah.
Rito are bird people who are descended from the Zora.
Wait, really? They descended from the Zora?
Yeah, it's implied in Wind Waker that the Zora either left or evolved into the Rito.
Yeah, the entire world's made out of water. Time to evolve away from fish people. That makes sense.
I think it's because Ganon's trapped down there. They don't want to be anywhere near him, so they got out of the water. Spitballing here. But then inexplicably in Breath of the Wild, the normal Zora were back, so who knows?
Well, I mean, they were hiding in the big ass ocean, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
Dude. Oh my god, actually, you know what would be kind of cool? Like, you know, going back with the ocean theme of Wind Waker, if, you know, Ganon's always up here, sort of like, you know, being, you know, Gerudo King and, you know, strutting along with his merry band of, you know, very attractive Gerudo soldiers. It would be cool if there was a game that takes place after the events, or maybe before. I don't know, somewhere in the events before Wind Waker, but like after the Great Flood, where I don't know, maybe Ganon like corrupts the Zora. You know, maybe that's why they aren't around. Like, you know, so he does some shit with them, and that involves the Zora. I don't know, facing various bad ends.
Well, they were evil up until Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Link to the Past, and hell, actually, in the very first Zelda, even they just spit fire at you.
Yep. Those are also Zora. But they're more like monster type Zora.
They have very unstable genetics.
So it would seem. Track. That is the tracker.
You make the fastest boat I've ever
Not entirely stable.
Weapon glitch is so broken. It takes some getting used to. The whole building mechanic. Once you get
Yeah.
good at it, you can like you're a god, but it does take some getting used to.
Who could it be?
Sweat.
Do you need to?
It'll work itself out.
Just play the Ballad of the Wind. Turn it the other way. Yeah, why not?
Want to wrestle?
Ooh. Got lucky today, pal.
I need to find more of these tech pistols. There's these tech revolvers that is just like my favoriteest weapon I've found in this game. And like I cannot find another one. And like it's just a common, right? But like
Yeah.
it's so good. It feels so good. It does 51 damage per shot, right? And I can see it. It's so good. I can see through walls and shit with it. Like all the other tech pistols, like when you charge them up, they go into automatic mode or some shit. It's just like, okay, that's not what I'm looking for in a weapon.
Right.
So nobody respects automatic pistols. I'm sorry, it's just true.
Ah.
I'm telling you, man, just filled with thirst traps. Okay.
What do you mean
There
quit?
is a lot of thirst traps in this game. For a specific group of people.
Counterpoint, never quit.
For various groups of people, honestly.
Hey, I wasn't complaining. You don't misunderstand me.
I'm not. I'm agreeing wholeheartedly. I want you to
I'm
know.
I'm from the weird side of the internet. Always have been. I respect game.
Hmm.
This bitch just override my active quest.
There you go. Nice. Now he's getting the hang of it. So I guess the shorthand version of this is like every weapon should be merged. I don't know if it ever actually spells it out, but I think use it with something. And like, so like what weapon you're holding determines like its attack pattern, you know, like if it's one-handed or two-handed, if it pokes or if it slashes, type of stuff. And then what you glue onto the top of it basically determines its attack, its damage type, and how much damage it does. So like you have a rock, so that's smashing damage, and it does so much damage, right? Oh, also the weapon the handle part determines its durability as well. Actually, both of them actually add durability. Forget that. But it's a pretty fun system. But I'll always be gluing it, or fusing it, or whatever. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, does it ever explicitly say, like, why all the weapons in the kingdom got, like, rotted or rusted or whatever the fuck?
I think it does, yeah.
When Ganon wakes up, you see all that shit burst out of the ground. You'll hear NPCs talk about it like 5 minutes from now, but it blew all the holes in the ground and everything that it touched, which is almost everything, corroded.
And it was especially targeting weapons.
There are undamaged weapons in the game, but they are few.
Oh, you draw the arrow, and then you push the, yeah, there you go. And now you fuse any of this stuff.
Yep. Anything you're carrying can be strapped on.
Fucking. Also, never pass up fire fruit or ice fruit or lightning
Yep.
fruit.
Pick them up every time you see them.
Every goddamn time. And especially bombs. For the love of God, bombs.
Because you're probably playing on the patch, so you can't dupe easily. Pick up bombs.
Back in the hallway.
Got a bonk.
Bonker's got a bonk.
I figure you would like the fuse system because it's literally on a stick for the whole game.
It is that.
It's an apple on a stick. It's a bokoblin horn on a stick. It's a bomb on a stick.
I mean, that's not true, Mike. Sometimes it's on a shield.
Very true. Sometimes it's on a spear, which is a stick.
Sometimes it's on a boomerang, which is a bench.
I don't think that's the puzzle here. Look back
Oh,
down
yeah.
to your left back there.
I love when Regina Jones gives me these like stealing contracts. And they're clearly designed to be stealth, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna murder everybody. Alright, you have to sneak in and steal the brain dance and sneak out without the maelstrom seeing it. Or else, or look out for the maelstrom guarding it. But what if I just murder them?
What if indeed?
What if murder? Especially when the gig's like fucked up shit, like, oh, they killed a kid and then made a brain dance of the murder. It's like, well, I'm definitely gonna kill them then. Like, well, I feel really good about this killing is about to happen.
Boy.
He can do it
They
too.
can do it too. Oh, jinx.
Oh yeah, doubling back real quick to the why are all weapons degraded? So the shit that shoots up from the ground is basically a less concentrated version of the shit that caused your Master Sword to break. Like,
No,
that,
I get
yeah.
that, but it seems like it targeted a weapons exclusive. It's not like there's still buildings standing, like, there's still like carts rolling around. I don't know.
Well,
Seems
I
like
mean,
it targeted metal mainly. 'Cause all
Yeah.
that stuff's built out of wood.
yeah, there's
Question.
well, I mean, at that point, you know, it's a bloody blade. But
Okay, fine, but if we're just gonna use the video game, then let's just call it a video game. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I'm just saying, like like, you know, at that point, like, oh well, what about all the tea kettles? You know, I don't know. Ganon don't give a
Suspension
fuck
of
about tea
disbelief
kettles.
does have a breaking point.
what about all
Yeah.
the nails and all the houses? I
Yeah.
don't know.
They use Japanese wood joinery, okay? God.
Oh.
Oh,
But
fuck.
yeah. As for the buildings, I think the implication also is that there actually was quite a bit of destruction, not caused by the gloom itself, but by uh the upheaval event in general.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because the ground kind of like went
Yeah.
shake.
Yeah, and of course, like, you know, like much like in real life, you know, certain structures will feel those effects more severely than others.
And with time passage, some of that damage has been repaired. You can get bonus stamina, just not from that recipe, apparently.
That's the spirit. Did you play? You played Breath of the Wild, right? Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
You played Booby of the Wild, right? Well, I mean, yeah, okay. revolver.
Found one.
Found one. An uncommon one, too. Direct
Nice.
upgrade. Not by a whole lot, but the only problem with this weapon. Oh, wait, no, this one has mods. Nice. Oh, it has a fucking non-lethal mod built in. Fucking nice.
Heyo.
Dude,
Cyber psychos beware.
the like I'm glad it's in there, and I wouldn't take it out, but it's so funny that they just like, okay, yeah, we'll just make it so your rocket launcher only puts people to sleep. We'll make it so your heavy machine gun that rips apart tanks only just baps them on the head.
Oh, man. Anal beads. What are these?
I'm gonna say those would be the worst anal beads you could give to someone.
Oh. Hmm.
Sounds like a Doctor Who episode.
Falling behind in time.
Yep.